Okay guys, so I will teach you how to defeat this boss. So first, you will you will need a fan as a secondary weapon for the heal. Also as your main weapon, this spear, who can do like this. I think this is a nameless spear. Okay, so let's go. So at first he will vanish. Then after a few milliseconds, then hold E, then attack. Okay, E and then shift. Okay, so need to go back because that's an area damage. Then he will vanish again. Then wait. Then hold E. Okay, then attack. Okay, E. Okay, shift again. Then wait for your endurance. Okay, E. Okay, so always expect E. Okay, so this is timing. Always time. E. Okay, so E. Okay, that's my bad. E. Okay, so when you do that, hold R. Okay, then right before the F, then F. Okay, attack U. Then shift. Okay, then go to the nearest stone because that's an arrow damage. Don't jump when she explode. Okay, and then all the tombs will vanish. Then ready for fire again. Then you will go G, then dodge it. Okay, so then E and E. Okay, then attack. E, and E. Okay, that's the timing. Okay, so 1, and shift, get away with that. Then he will attack again. Okay, so attack. E. Okay, then hold R again. So look at that damage. Look at that damage. Then F. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, boom, then Q. Okay. That's it. Nice and good. Easy, bro. Easy. So I'm level 30 and we will challenge again, but this time it is a real challenge. And my difficulty is an expert, okay? So teleport and then yeah. Okay, so equip nameless spear. Then a panacea fan. Okay. Okay, so E. Then attack. Shift. Okay, so 1. E. Oh, I think that's a bug because it happens to me a lot of time. E. Okay, then attack. E. Okay, always attack and E, but I suggest you should go back with them or go sideways when she did that. E. Okay, that's my bad. Then heal. Okay, so scroll down, then hit R. E. Okay, then attack. E. Okay. Okay, then hold R. Okay, hold R. Then F. Okay. So attack. Then shift. Then switch to your fan. Then heal. Okay, and switch again to your spear. Okay, then attack. Then E. Okay. E. Okay. E. Okay. Attack. Shift again. Go back. Oh no. Whoa. Wait, my keyboard. Wait. Okay. So Q, then Q again to heal. then attack, E, okay, always expect when he did that, E, okay, so go sideways when when she did that, when she do that, E, E, okay, that's my bad, E, okay, then hold R, okay, then shift, okay, then go to the nearest stone, okay, so cover because that's an air damage, don't jump because you will get a damage, then hold, switch to your fan, then hold R, okay, when she did that, when she do that, heal, okay, then lock again, switch, okay, that's my bad, E, E, lock, shift, okay, when he drop his weapon, her weapon, shift, E, 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 okay, that's my bad, E, 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 okay, E, 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 then back, switch to your fan, then R, R or Q, E, okay, switch back to your weapon, shift, okay, then wait for her turn, E, 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 okay, then attack once, then hold R, then right before the F, banish F, okay, that will do a lot of damage, then 1, 2, Q, okay, that's my bad, sideways, okay, when she do that, go sideways, E, E, okay, shift, okay, so when she drop her weapon, E, E, okay, Q, okay, E, okay, but go back, then hold Q, E, okay, E, E, 1, okay, Sibash, wait, then E, okay, guys, easy, 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 bro, easy, okay, so another one, okay, then hold E, okay, then attack Q, shift, okay, then attack her, E, okay, E, okay, then attack, thank you, okay, sideways, okay, E, 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 okay, attack, then hold R, then it will do a lot of damage, and then hold F before it vanish, alright, then attack 1, 2, 3, then Q, shift, then go to a tome, hide, switch to your fan, then heal by pressing R. Okay, I will jump to take, did you see that? I jump and I take damage, so don't do that. Okay, so switch to your fan, Q, Q, and then stay to the range. Okay, so then E, 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 then E. Okay. Okay, attack, attack, attack. Okay. E, E, E. Okay, so take your damage. So shift, go back, E, Q, then Q, switch to your main weapon. Okay, just move to avoid that. E, okay, then attack, E, oh, E, 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 then attack, and then hold R. Then right before the F vanish, then hold F. Okay, then attack, 1, 2, easy, easy. Okay guys, so I am level 31. I break through my level. I will defeat this boss. My difficulty is hard. Okay, I will defeat this using only a fan. Okay. Okay. Go back. Attack. Okay, so wait, then okay, then go back, then go back, then shift, hold R, E, okay. That's a perfect timing. E, E, okay, go back, then attack, then E, okay, then attack. Okay, so don't press F, then press F right after before it vanish, okay? E, okay. E, E, okay, so always expect that E, E, okay, shift, that's an area damage, okay, then attack again, okay, and then wait, E, okay, then attack, E, E, okay, it miss, attack, then shift, okay, so hide to a tomb, okay, that's a lot of damage, okay, so while you are hiding, then heal, okay, then lock again, okay, my bad, E, okay, then shift, E, 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 okay, that's my bad, attack, then heal, press Q, then Q again for full heal, okay, then when she did that, then always move, then he will attack, and E, okay, always attack, E, okay, always expect, E, 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 okay, E, E, okay, so always the timing, not perfect, but hey, and press F, okay, go back, press Q, then just move, then he will attack again, E, 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 okay, E, move, okay, E, okay, move, Q, then attack again, then reverse and wait, then hold E, okay, E, okay, bro, easy, easy bro, easy, easy.